pan on. Get that nice and hot. You think of the sort of density of a pork chop, how it needs a little bit of help. Sweet and sour peppers go brilliantly well.
First, slice the peppers.
That's the flat side of the pepper, so stand it up. Trying to slice a pepper on the side is a nightmare. There's the centre. Start off. It's almost like sort of peeling an orange. Go all the way around and down. And look, that's what you want. Now, place the pepper down. 3-finger rule. 1 finger in front, 2 behind. Pinky holding it down, thumb holding it nice and flat. The flatter the vegetables, the more confident you are when you slice. So, don't worry about the speed. Just let the knife do the work and take your time. Speed comes. The most important thing is to get your technique right. Red onion. Now, sweet and sour peppers. Olive oil in.
I'm going to saute them, which is just the chef's term for shallow frying on a high heat for maximum taste.
Some salt and pepper.
Add a tablespoon of sugar.
Sugar helps to break down the peppers quicker, but caramelises the onions. Frying them in a frying pan, perfect. It's one of the sort of basic essential tools of any kitchen because it's so multi-purpose. Great for sautéing, tossing, great for cooking fish and meat. Push away and pull back. Push away and pull back. That hissing is something you need to hear constantly because the minute that's gone, your peppers and your onions start to boil and you really want them to saute. You now start to see it glistening in a way that it's starting to caramelise. Sugar's working beautifully. That's ready for the red wine vinegar. In. Smells incredible. It helps to stain the peppers as well. Look at the glaze now. You can see the sugar. It's worked its magic. Turn down the gas and add a couple of tablespoons of fresh extra virgin olive oil. Let them stew for 2 to 3 minutes. Now, I want to make the peppers nice and light and sort of sweet, aromatic. Just roll the basil, almost like a big cigar slice. Basil in, and then literally cook it out for 30 seconds. I want them off. Beautiful. Okay, pan back on. And now for the pork chops. I want to make sure they don't curl up in the pan. If they start curling up in the pan, they're going to cook unevenly.
A few simple cuts through the rind means the chop stays flat and cooks evenly.
Point the knife down, flip through. Just season them beautifully. Nice large shards of pepper. Punch that through lightly. Guaranteed that seasoning is going to stay there. Hot pan, a touch of garlic and a touch of thyme. And the garlic, take a couple of cloves. Don't peel it, don't chop it, just knife on. Crush it. Olive oil in. Just starting to smoke. Top of the chop, in. And lay away from you. Nice. Keep that heat in the pan. Put the garlic in there early. A nice fragrant bunch of thyme. See how the pork has stayed nice and flat. Turn that over. Look at that, beautiful. I want a little bit of thyme underneath there. Start squeezing that garlic out. I want the flavour coming out. Butter in. Thin slices of butter. Tilt the pan and baste. So I'm sort of speeding up the cooking process. At the same time, I'm keeping the pork chop really nice and moist. And now look at the colour of that butter. It's almost like sort of a nut brown. Check the colour on the other side, beautiful. When they're that thick, 3.5 to 4 minutes each side. 30 seconds from now, they're going to be medium, so I'm going to take them out and let them rest.
The secret to perfectly moist pork chops is letting them rest almost as long as they're cooked in the pan.
A nice spoon of these peppers. The basil smells incredible. Keep that garlic on there. Be generous with that vinaigrette from the peppers because it really is incredible. Do 2 things simple like that, pork and peppers, and your confidence is going to shoot through the roof. A stunning pork chop with sweet and sour peppers. Now, the secret to whisking is a big, beautiful balloon whisk.
The bigger the
Just
blue
see that
win.
meat sliding down. Juicy and incredibly tender.